everyone. Thanks, Wardy. Floyd, no, unfortunately there isn't an iconic duo entrance, but there is like this strange thing where they do have like a call out, so people can easily make them. Like, there was some sort of something wrong with the creation suite on our very first day of recording where it didn't let you record anything with created content, so I had made them a team but you couldn't record them. That's why it's only in the tag team entrance thing. Victory scenes, I do have them coming out later today, so I do have one match with Summer, but I don't think she actually does a great deal. Hey, Kyle. Can I... Sabrafani... Fanini? I can't say that at all. But then again, they could always patch something like that in. I think, especially considering like we've had Finn Balor, who's more like later on after release, you never know, there could be something. I don't think you can use females in Road to Glory. We had this massive presentation for Road for Glory and it does look amazing, so even if you don't want to play as the men, I'd still do it just in case you can use the content for the women. I think the War Games thing is amazing. It's a shame it's for NXT, but I kind of think it fits NXT more because it's more hard-hitting and stuff. Yeah, it's a shame they didn't change Paige, but I do understand it at the same time because obviously she hasn't wrestled. Same goes for likes of Brie and things like that. I'm just trying to redo this. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never done a live stream before, so the content's clearly just gone. I don't really know for AJ Lee because I did look for like Venomous and things and I couldn't see it, so she might be in there but I didn't catch it. Hey Tumbatelli, I've got an Alexa Bliss match coming up. I've got a lot of Mickie James ones that I didn't realise. Random, I'd say for me personally it's a 9. Like I remember saying to a lot of people after I'd played the match that everything seemed to connect so much better and things like that. The videos we've got probably doesn't justify that as such, but it definitely is a really, really good game. And I'm not just saying that because I played it early, it really is a good game. I'm just trying to see why the media's not working. There's at least 4 generic entrances. It doesn't have mixed tag, unfortunately. That's one thing I really wanted back. Still no Maya Career with a woman, unfortunately. I've got women's taunts and this new great thing with entrance pre-animation, so like there's this great animation for the women who start match, and if they've got a title match there's some great Easter eggs in there, so definitely check that out. I'm alright, Tumbatelli, I'm absolutely knackered. Literally going back and forth from 2K events for the last like month is really, really tired me out. We went to a press conference about 3 weeks ago, then we went to EGX to promote the game and things, and then we were back again last week and we're just all really knackered. But on the plus side, Gallows and Anderson commentated a match that me and Smack Talks played, so at some point that'll either come out on my channel or the 2K channel. I don't know if you mean like the graphics is in them, the Titantrons and things. Literally you can customize the ring post Titantron, the banner thing on the apron, the ramp, everything like Titantron wise is customizable, which is amazing. Ah, thank you. My call literally took about 5 minutes. I don't know where the matches have gone. I'm trying to fix it. Well, brief little spoiler, but yeah, Alexa Bliss has a title taunt which looks brilliant, so anyone who's an Alexa fan will love that. Yeah, I dare say you can do 6-pack challenge. I didn't really touch it because I wanted to record entrance and things like that. I don't think they will patch the women's entrances. I think the only way something like that will happen is if it's like a mocap thing where the real superstar will come down and do it. Oh yeah, they definitely said nerds. They said nerds about like 100 times in 2 days, and by the end it was like, please stop showing nerds. Yeah, you can still dye people's hair. What am I most excited? I think I'm most excited to see what the core people put out. He was the best players. Mickey James is actually really fun to play as. One thing that I really was gutted about, and I will say, that you don't have the Miz and Maurice mixed tag entrance. It wasn't in there. It might get patched in, who knows, but I was really gutted. I think a lot of people were looking forward to that. Yeah, I'll definitely use Free Roam. Trish's Minitron might be in there somewhere. Because I know with some specific arenas that some Minitrons weren't working, so that could be something that's patched in. We did have the final build of the game, but like when we were speaking to some of the 2K things, there was like day one patch releases and things like that, so things that you didn't see might be in there. I know a lot of us are asking about cutscenes and things like that, so who knows. Are there any new voice tones? I don't know, because my headphones weren't working for like the first day and a half. So, like, I could barely even hear the entrance music and things, so I think Mickey James might have one, but don't take my word on it. I could be totally wrong. Yeah, it's a shame Iconic Duo didn't get an entrance. Still can't do a Women's Royal Rumble, but the Battle Royal with the 8 women was really good. I've got a video for that as well, but I know a lot of people have put that out already. The only Women's Championship entrance I saw and I recorded was the Paige one, but like I say, like I was literally, because some things have silly names, I didn't know if they were male or female, but Paige was the only women's one that stood out that I could see. I don't know about the Open Challenge and Universe mod. I only briefly went in it to do a women's Money in the Bank. But I know like a lot of people are asking about the Iconic Duos entrance. I don't know. They might do it later on, who knows. Just maybe tweet them. Don't tweet them with reviews. Just ask if you can patch it in or something. And who knows, maybe down the line they'll get Peyton and Billy in and something like that could happen. WrestleMania 26. If it was in the last game, it might be. Oh no, I think 2K have done a brilliant job with the women this year. I know like there's a lot of things that people wanted, but if you do look close into detail with some of the things that the women have, it is really good. My first women's champion, oh, I think what I'll probably do for my first women's champion, I'll have some sort of like 8 women's match or something like that. Try and see if I can mix it up and things. It's a shame Trish doesn't have a championship entrance. That would have been really good. Yeah, there was plenty of glitches, don't worry, but you come to expect it. Yeah, there's a lot of new women's finishes and signatures. I released a video last week where it showed off every move and you can go through and things like that. Alicia Fox has some great new moves, and Summer Rae's got updated, which is a massive surprise. Nikki Cross. Hey Jacob. Yeah, Beth Super Glam would be amazing. I can't talk properly, my throat's going. That could be something that gets brought in when Beth comes in DLC. I don't know for custom arenas, but you can literally add the glow to near enough everything. I don't know about championships actually, but I did a video of Dolph Ziggler and messed around with the glow and it looks really good. Hey Legends of All Stars. Yeah, 1-on-1's still in there. It's always the same. I don't know for Beth. We didn't get any announcement for that. Who has the best entrance? Oh, see, part of me would say Summer Rae, but I think that's because I've wanted a new Summer Rae one for ages. But probably Charlotte. I didn't try my career, but I was sat with Smack Talks and he tried my career, so I did get a good look in. There's a lot of people who had like this character who looked the double of Nicolas Cage, so you'll probably see a few of them floating around. I do understand why they didn't update Paige. She's not been around for ages, and especially because of all the trouble. It makes sense. I mean, they didn't have to put her in whatsoever, so the fact that they did put her in, I think it's a great thing. the DIY, see, this was the thing with this custom creation thing, DIY's entrance, theme and Titantron is in, but we couldn't record it because it wouldn't let us. But it's definitely in there, we've seen it. Hey Black Widow. I think the custom superstars look quite on par with the ones that are already in the game. That's my view, but I think it's probably better that there's no voice in Mercury because then everybody sounds the same, things like that, and flawless. Yeah, the new preset entrances, the two that I saw, or was it three? Is the Princess Animation and Shining Star, I think it is. They're both on the channel, but I think there might be some more in there. But like I say, because I didn't know if like some of the names were like targeted for male or female, I didn't know which to record, so I just had to like rush through and get it. Can we set our custom outfits and make as default outfits? I'd say so. I'm sure we could do that last year with like universe mode and things. No, you can't add custom music in, but that isn't something to do with 2K, that's because of consoles. I think that's what a lot of people miss, that they do blame 2K for not having the music in, but it's nothing to do with them, it's because of things like PS4 not adding that in and things. So I think once Xbox and PS4 brings back that functionality, I think that will be something that does get brought back. Oh, I thought I covered the masks. If I didn't cover them, there probably wasn't. One thing I did miss out was the tights, and I don't know where that video's gone. I did get Ember Moon's finisher, but that wasn't on Ember, it was on me. I've got Maurice's. Maurice has a brilliant finisher and pin combination. It looks so good. Yeah, I love Charlotte's entrance. Yeah, it's literally a French kiss and pin combo. I don't know if she has the moonsault to the outside. I dare say she does because it's already in the game. See, I disagree. I don't think Paige does need improvements. Like I say, she's not been around, so it wouldn't really be right. I know you could say the same about Summer Rae, but Summer Rae's like been within the company, so it does make sense in that sense. I don't know. Like I say, like a lot of the matches I did end up having to simulate. One thing I will say, it seemed so much more harder, and I don't know if that's because me and Smack Talks are tired and things, but God, it seemed so bloody hard. You see, Marie's not under a wrestling contract, she's under a managing contract. I know Lana was under a managing contract, so there's a clause in their contract themselves. It's not something to do with 2K, it's something to do with WWE. That's why Lana couldn't be in last year, and that's why they had to fix the patch, because of the contract that Lana has with WWE, not 2K. Yeah, Mickey James has a new DDT. I think it's a bit of both. Like, I've seen women and divas. I think it just changes now and again. I have not... Oh no, I think Owens does... I'm sure Owens has the face of Americatron, because me and Smack Talks are saying that that is going to get really outdated if he goes back to like his normal style of like gimmick. Well, exactly. Things like, I was really surprised that Carmella's new theme was in. I thought that was something that would have just been the previous one. The promo engine's pretty good. There was a few weird lines in there, but there was last year. Yeah, there's so many Ring OMG moments, but 101's got that covered. I didn't record that because there's literally so much. I don't think Alexa will get updated. Joseph, literally with AJ Styles' phenomenal forearm, I've seen bad and good. Like, the very first one I saw looked brilliant, and then it didn't on another one. I think it's just literally hit and miss. we didn't get enough with the Pro Engine to see if it is like repetitive and things. We only had like a brief time with it. Yeah, there's a lot of things where like small little things get added into the game and changed and whatnot, and you think, oh, it's only a little addition. But there's so many little things like that that when you bind them all together, it looks brilliant. I don't think she has a new sunset flip. I didn't see it if she does. I'm going to try and get this meaty sauce back on. It'd be alright if it just restart, but... Oh, there we go. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, thank you, Joseph. She doesn't have a new bank statement, or she didn't on when I played as her. We played a lot of hours at the event. We had, the event started at 10:30 on the Thursday, and we were there till about 5. And then the next day, oh my god, I had to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning just to go. And we were there from 9 until 5. So we had quite a lot of time with it. Yeah, the selling animations are so good. I love the whole thing where you can be in a match and then your character gets tied. It's mainly in like multi-man matches and they'll just climb under the rope. Championships with annotations? What? I don't understand. I don't know if Corey screams that because I didn't use Shinsuke, but I'm sure if you ask someone else, Corey Graves, his whole like commentary is brilliant. It sounds so realistic. And then you kind of put it next to Michael Cole. It's like, come on, Michael, put a bit more effort in. Oh God, Tomatelli, don't mention it. I went to see that last week. I absolutely shat myself. The original's like a kid's film in comparison. Yeah, I've recorded the winning animations. They're going up to date at some point. The French TKO is in the game. I'm sure it's a new one as well. Oh yeah, there is. See, the great thing about this one now, you can set pre-match animations where, do you know, like where they're like sparring up in the ring before the bell hits, and you can like assign different people with one. And if you have a championship, like there's the Alexa Bliss one, there's a Bailey one, some of them are so good. Oh, see, I like horror, but I felt so bloody tense watching it. And it doesn't help that he's got that, like, laugh. Yeah, oh God, yeah. I'm sure I played that recently on live stream, actually. The free roam, from what I saw Smack Talks doing, was really good. And it kind of made the game feel like it had a sort... I know it is a new element, but it felt like it's going to add a lot more playtime. About the overalls, see, I'm one of these people where I'm not overly fussed. I know a lot of people are like die-hard fans about it, but to me it doesn't add that much. I think there's probably some people who should be lower and higher and things like that, but... Yeah, Nikki Bella does have a new finisher. It's alright. I'm trying to like remember stuff because like I've got footage of the game, I've got notes, but I don't... It's like amazing because we had so much time with it, yet it kind of still feels like we barely touched it because there was so much. The victory scenes will be up later on at some point. I just need to make sure I've got everything done. Right, I can't understand why this is the file's not working. It's a pain in the ass. Unless that's the music one that's I'm resetting every 2 minutes. Yeah, it is. I'm resetting the music. Oh, I'm so silly. Loop, there we go. That should put it back on. I only saw the page one in regards to Women's Championship entrance. God, there was literally so many preset tag team names. Iconic Duo is in there, and it does have a call out, so if you want to put them as tag team, you can do. I think Nikki Bella's got a really, really good model, but for me personally, I'd have to go Charlotte. I think Ember Moon's another one. Do you know what, Curtin? I really don't know, actually. See, I've got another video out at some point in the week where I did Mickie James's WrestleMania attire and a different one for Maurice, but I didn't really take notice of the matchup screen, so I'll have to have a look at that when I edit it later on. I didn't look for the Hardy, so I don't know. Come on, Nikki! I don't know about WWE Slam because we're waiting to find out if the cutscenes are going to get patched in. If they're not in, I think I will struggle, so I'll have to see. And it's a shame because like I had a lot of things planned with Raquel Diaz and things like that, so we're going to have to see. I'm not disappointed with Alexa's model. I think it could have looked better, but I'm not disappointed. I played Universe mode briefly and I see... Oh, I could spoil the video, but I won't. I'll leave that till later on, but there's definitely a brand split in there and I couldn't switch between shows. I will say that. And Birdie mode. Online wasn't available at the event. I've not actually pre-ordered it yet. I'm waiting for something. Come on, Nikki. God, it could be worse. It could be Kelly's scream. Oh, do you know what? I actually didn't think which Beth Phoenix one. I'd have said we'll probably get the classic kind of Beth Phoenix full bodysuit. But I wouldn't mind them doing like maybe the Divas of Doom entrance type of attire. I think that would be another nice one. And fishy. Oh, I think Lana looks amazing. I did try and do the Lana glitch plaza, but it didn't work. I think Stephanie's looks... I think the outfit for Stephanie looks good, but I'm not quite sure on the face. Yeah, I think the Alexa attire is strange, but I think it still looks... I love Alexa's jacket, so I can't moan. Oh, takeovers on a Sunday. Oh, I didn't know that. I'm sure Naomi had another new move, but I can't remember which one it was. Yeah, I really like Aleister Black. It's a shame he now talks. Yeah, you can create Maurice's wrestling gear. I probably didn't do very good with it, but I tried. So I think people who are good at creating attires will have done easily. I know Tobatelli and Black Widow, you're never together anymore. It's a shame. Is Bacon in the game? I don't know. Possibly. Yeah, I've got a few matches with Alexa coming out, so... Yeah, I did notice that a lot of the gears and stuff are dark. The colours are a bit off, but... It could be that it's the Pro, I don't know. It might be different on normal PlayStation, I'm not too sure. Yeah, I've messed around with the intensity on Naomi's glow, and literally I did something with Dolph Ziggler and my eyes were like literally burning after a while, so I had to turn it right down. I think she has a spring guard, but I can't even talk. Here's a tie dip I think's the worst. I don't really know. I think everyone's got a great attire. I'd probably say Tamina, because it looks like not as much love's gone into her attire, but she doesn't wear like over the top attires anyway, so... Yeah, it was actually at the event that I saw the new Red Dead Redemption trailer, because I was sat next to JB and it looks so good. I can't rate Beth in the game because I've not seen her or anything, but I was a huge Beth fan. I think Beth could have gone a lot further if they'd allowed her to. Backstage is fun, but I couldn't get a move in, so I didn't get to go very far. No, I don't think Naomi's entrance sucks. I think Naomi's entrance is amazing. We were literally all buzzing over that. I'm most looking forward to Beth Phoenix over Ruby. Ruby is one that's kind of gone under the radar for me. I adore the Mae Young Classic. I thought it was brilliant. But especially seeing people like Mercedes Martinez, who I've watched for years, and I think she's amazing. I might be like returning the universe mode. We'll have to see. It literally depends on the cutscenes. I kind of have footage on creating entrance, but it's nothing I can really put out because I didn't go into detail on it. Hey Perry. Yeah, I absolutely love Emma's shoulder pads. That's why I use them on my character. I think it's so good. But I will say, because I am a Star Wars nerd, I love the Star Wars things they've added. I think the helmet's so good. They've added something else in, but we're under embargo about that, and it's nothing to get excited over, but it's still pretty cool. Yeah, Kaylee Ray getting knocked out was a little strange, but I don't think she'd have won it anyway, so in that sense I don't mind. I think I was more pissed off that Lady Tapper wasn't in. See, it might have taken a long time from what you've seen in people's footage because of the build it was. It's different to like how you have like a disc or a digital download. It's called a dev kit, so that could be why. I like Nia's hair, but I don't like it on Nia, if that makes sense. I think Nia is probably the one who needs a bit more of an update. Her attire is brilliant, but her entrance... See, I noticed that they tried to hide Nia's entrance up with camera angles and things like that, but you can still see it's not being updated. Eva Marie's gear is in still. Her entrances, both 1 and 2, are available, so I'm sure a lot of people make either. Becky's entrance is alright. I think her entrance attire is naff. I think they could have updated it a little bit more. Yeah, Nixon probably would have went far, I think. Oh, see, right, I know a lot of people will complain about the whole Royal Rumble and Battle Royal. The fact that anyone can get eliminated anytime. I think it's brilliant. It's so fun. Like, when I was at an event a few weeks ago, like, me and Smackdogs were playing, it must have been the Royal Rumble. Oh, yeah, it was the 10-man Royal Rumble, and I was playing TJ Perkins, and I was literally the last person to come out. No word of a lie. I soon got in the ring, and then it was kind of like that Santino Marella moment, and I was just flown back out again. But I think that adds, like, this brilliant new element. I know a lot of people won't like it, but I thought it was brilliant. Maurice's DDT is over the top, but that is how Maurice does it, so it's fine by me. I didn't see Nia do a kip up. I saw her do the Hurricanrana though, and I was like, oh god, please no. Hey Mike. No, unfortunately not. There is no Women's Royal Rumble. I think the SmackDown Live Arena is amazing. I think the thing on the side, like the tidbits and the details about the wrestler, and the fact that it shows the belt, I think it's amazing. Oh, thank you. It's weird because I couldn't really mess around with Charlotte's entrance. Like, I couldn't apply Charlotte's entrance to anyone else. So I don't know what will happen if you change your jacket. I'll have to look into that when I get, like, my hands on the game again. Maurice's pin combo literally looks like how Maurice does it, I think. He's probably editing because he has like tons of footage. Or actually, he's just messaged me, so he's probably messing around on some computer. He's probably watching right now and just not saying anything. My favourite independent wrestler in the UK? Oh, I don't know. That's a tough one. I actually think... I used to be a huge fan of Paige's mum, Soraya. I can't even say her name properly. She is really brutal, and that's the kind of wrestling I like. No, Macho said that isn't an iconic duo because me and him were talking about it. Yeah, you can change patterns because I was messing around with glitter and things like that. I don't know about face paints because I don't think I looked on them. Yeah, Maurice literally lies on top of her opponent and pushes the face into the floor. And it looks so good. Yeah, Gallows and Anderson were there. I think it's probably going to end up being a Bray Wyatt alter ego, and if it is that, I'm not going to be too happy. I think they're going to have to be very, very careful about how it's done. I can understand it probably will be good, but it's going to have a very, very fine line of upsetting people. Jessica Havoc, oh my god, I'm a huge Jessica Havoc fan. That would be amazing. I actually really want that. I know there was a lot of things about maybe Andrea / Sage Beckett / Rosie Lottelove. I know there was a lot of things saying that she might be Sister Abigail, but we'll have to see. Dana Brooke. Well, that would be telling. See, I said that to Smack Talks. I said that I wish that they'd have put someone in with Beth, kind of like how they did Ivory and Jacqueline. I think Candice would have been a great one. Yeah, the face paint damage is brilliant. Oh, top 5. My top 5's probably Charlotte, Ember. Oh, I don't know. I'll have to get back to you on that one because I'm literally trying to think. I love Alexa's hoodie. I think it's so nice. Yes, Tubatelli. I don't think that's going to happen. Bailey. Can you imagine if it was Bailey? I'm surprised they didn't add Kelly, especially with her being like on site and things for a few things. I think that they probably could have put her in, but then again, it probably comes down to contractual issues and things like that. I wouldn't say I'm very disappointed, I just expected more. I think what we have already in the game without DLC is good. And the fact that they've added on that is good, but... To me, I can understand why people are upset about the hair flips, but at the end of the day, it's a hair flip. I mean, it's a trivial thing on the fact that you've got a brand new summer entrance. The fact that Maurice is playable, if you like outweigh the two, then, you know. I'm sure I've seen Mandy in the call names actually. I don't know about Rose. They'll probably only take the mick because they're jealous. Yeah, there is some reanimated new moves like Summer Rays for instance. I still can't talk. Beth's only DLC because of the Hall of Fame thing. That's the only reason. I don't think you can remove a pattern to make it blank, but I will say that I put a logo over Alexa Bliss's jacket and it covered it so much better than it did like last year. I wasn't even aware that Bailey had a new finisher. Oh, thank you. I think. I don't know what animal eyed me, but thank you. Oh, the elbow one. Actually, there is a new elbow drop. So possibly. Yeah, it's really sad. I think anytime someone passes away that you have watched for years, I think it's always a sad thing, but you just have to remember like all the brilliant things he brought to the business and all the people that he's helped over the years. Yeah, I miss Michelle McCool as well. I don't think there's a new natural selection. It looked the same to me. I think the best's probably between Nikki and Charlotte. For the worst, Natalia. But I don't even think Natalia looks that bad, but yeah, I can see it. I think it's mainly because of the hair. I think that's what it is. Tubatelli, we'll have to get you blocked. I'd say she probably will have a new Glam Slam, but we'll have to see. Yeah, the Alicia Fox thing was really sad. I think the Eclipse looks great, but it kind of felt like there was something missing. When I did a women's title match, I'm sure, like, I've got a video on this, I'm sure they announce them on the way to the ring, and then when they do get in the ring, they do the Champion Challenger animation, and it's so good. No, there's not a blank version of Alexa's top, not a new one at least. Oh, thank you. Nikki Bella's is a cool entrance. I don't have footage of the men's hairstyle, but Smack Talks does. Yeah, I think Mae Young would have been a brilliant addition. Hopefully that's something they do next year, because it's definitely something that should be in the game. I know a lot of people probably wouldn't play as her and things, but I think it'd be brilliant. See, I knew something about Bobby Roode last year after we played last year's game, and they were really, really pushing to get him in, but the timestamp didn't work and things like that. So it was kind of a given, but his entrance is brilliant. I'm not a huge Alicia fan, but I think everyone can sort of like resonate with feeling like they haven't done much in their life and things like that, and I personally I can definitely resonate with that. I think it's something a lot of people go through, and the fact that she is in this huge machine that is WWE and she's embarrassed of her career, which she shouldn't be. Fair enough, she hasn't done as much as some people. I think she's still done like an awful lot. Charlotte's my current favourite, but it always changes. Yeah, there's an 8-woman tag team match. 5-pack isn't in the game, even though Samoa Joe said it was. I'm kind of alright with Sasha having the same entrance. It's not too far off. SmackDown looks just amazing. I think SmackDown's my favourite look of all of them. Yeah, you can make 8-pack and 6-pack elimination. Although saying that, is it elimination actually? I'll have to get back to you on that one. I know you can make like 6-man and 8-man matches, but elimination, I'm not too sure. I did try to see if you could make a women's first blood match, but it doesn't work. And I actually called it Bloody Hell as the name, and so I was really gutted that it didn't work. I probably won't do daily matches because this is something I've spoke about like recently. I don't want to just do random generic matches because it kind of plummets my channel. I don't know about generic themes. I didn't look because I'm not usually allowed to use the themes. I did. I think Nikki Bella's new finisher looks brilliant. No new title animations for the women at least. I know, it's crazy. I remember like when he had 4,000. No new animation for natural selection. You can make elimination matches, but I don't know if it can be... I can't see why you couldn't. Literally, there's 2 on the stage, mini-trons. There's 1 on the ramp, 1 on the apron, and 1 on the ring post. So you can literally choose one for each and every single one of those. Which is a lot when you think about it. Yeah, I'd love making it beat Alexa. I do enjoy Alexa, but I think her time's come. I think the flow of the game feels really good. It's like I've said before in like a few news posts, every move when I've played it feels like it connects, and it's kind of got that huge like oomph feeling behind it. I'm probably sounding like a right nutter when I say it, but it does. It feels like everything connects, and just overall it feels like a more polished game. But obviously people will have to let me know what they think when they get the game. Weight detection's good, but you can turn it on and off, which is good. I think I'm excited to play with people like Ember Moon and things, people that I didn't get that long to play with. Asuka, I barely used her last year, and over the last few months when I've played as her properly, I think she's got a really good moveset. NXT mod? I don't know what you mean. I'll have to look into the Maurice thing because I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why they couldn't have done 40 men either. Bye, Wreckbuster. See, the bank statement looks better, but it's literally the same thing. So I think it's just a case of the lighting and how the moves move and things like that. I don't think it's a new animation. I'm hit and miss on the Nia Jax model. It looks good, but it could be better. I had a glitch where Nikki Bella got stuck in the rope. I think most of the glitches people had was to do with like the ropes and things. Oh, you're welcome. See, I wish I could answer a lot more, but there is a lot that I can't remember because it was like over a week ago. Yeah, can you imagine if Alicia Fox did the selling for the games? You'd have them like spazzing out in the ring every 2 minutes. Which actually already happens, but it's a glitch. Oh, thank you. My throat hurts so much. It doesn't help that I've barely had any sleep. We had like this massive storm last night at 3 o'clock in the morning. It sounded like my window was going to fly off. So I'm absolutely knackered. See, I think they'll probably return her to Raw because that seems to be like where the big stars are. But if it was me, I'd put her on SmackDown and like build her up again as a new kind of character. Yeah, different turns to the floor and the walls. See, my favourite cruiserweight entrance is TJ Perkins, but I think Jack Gallagher's got a good moveset. If there's any new trunks, I'd say look at my video because I don't remember. I wish Dolph Ziggler had better selling like he does in real life, but I think generally overall, I think everyone's got a bit better selling than they used to. Yeah, Tumbatelli's got a soft spot for Garden Gnome. Do you know what, right? I don't like Enzo, but I thought that was pretty funny. And I did like that everyone like beat Enzo. That was so good. Yeah, I'm really, really worried about Asuka on the main roster. I think that's why I'd put Mickie James as like the champion. I think Mickie James is a credible one, even though she hasn't had a good run on main roster. I think she'd be like a credible opponent. Summer's out. Autumn. That's literally the only explanation. See, I've said this before to people. When Bayley's on the microphone, I don't get behind her. I think she's really weak on the microphone. Yet when I watch her matches, I start rooting for her because she has got that underdog moveset. It's just, I don't believe her like conviction on the microphone. Oh, it's fine. Ask as many questions as you want. I just wish I could answer all of them. My favourite attire in the game is probably Ember, I think. I dare say you can change Alicia's pattern. I don't know. I think with Enzo though, I wouldn't necessarily, well, he is working as a heel, but I think he's just generally a prick. So he's not trying to be acting a heel, he's just being himself. Oh, see, right, this is even worse, WWE, because, like, there's WWE, Evil Within, Shadow of War, and there's something else, and I can't remember what it is, and I literally want to play all of them, but I'm going to have to play WWE, so it's like, oh. There is a gas mask, but it's not the Jessica Havoc one, it's the standard one, and it didn't let me use it for some reason. Power, well, I do have an interesting Dolph video. The first thing I did on the game, well, the first thing I did, because like I wanted to get entrances for everyone, so that's the first thing I did. I think the first match I had was Mickie James versus Maurice backstage brawl. Hey, leave Ginger alone. No new natural selection animation, I'm afraid. I've probably got a video of Maurice in her heels. I see, I can sit and watch the South Park game, I just can't play it. I couldn't get away with it. Is there a third title? I'd probably say so. I don't quite understand because I'm sure there's about 4 of them. Yeah, I don't really, I'm sure it's glow, but I don't understand the difference between glow and blacklight. So, I don't know, maybe it's a combination of both. Yeah, somehow I've ended up with like half a dozen Mickie James matches and it's not on purpose. So I've got Mickie James and Maurice in a backstage brawl and then I've got them in a match normally. So don't know how that's happened. For the boots, it was all on the same one. Havoc's gas mask isn't in the game. Yeah, burning a hole, Enzo. Yeah, Sasha is the Raw Women's Champion, Natalya is SmackDown, and Asuka's NXT. I remember when we sat and edited the Eva Within poster for when the original one was out. So that's literally how long like I've been talking to the likes of Tumbatelli and things. I didn't notice the weight detection with Nia Jax because she did a Hurricanrana, but that might be something in her moveset that needs changing. But I will say, I don't know if it was a glitch or not, but when I think it was Mickey J, no, it was Alexa, I tried to like clothesline Nia and she like bounced off. So I will have to look into that more when I've got the game again. Oh, you'll have to send me that. I can never tire of people beating Enzo. Oh, right, I understand now. I don't know how cruiserweight works. I'm guessing it's on Raw because I didn't see a 205 brand. But like I said earlier on, that if there was an NXT Women's Champion, she wasn't on Raw. She might have been on pay-per-view with people, but she was never on Raw or anything like that. They stuck to their own brands. My favourite men's entrance is probably TJ Perkins. I know, it's crazy, Tobatelli. I think you can replace the pattern with a colour, yes. Oh, I've not heard of that. You'll have to send me like a trailer or something because I wouldn't mind if it's something like that. I've only watched a tiny bit of Progress Wrestling, but it does seem quite cool. I noticed that What Culture's changed the name to Defiant Wrestling, so I'm going to have to check that out as well. Yeah, I think 2018 will be a great year for video games. See, if you get it on PC, I'm sure people will sort that. There is no agenda matches, but like I say, PC, you can do that. No, I really wish Mixed Tag was in the game. I really, really do. I think the soundtrack for the trailer is good. I don't know about the soundtrack for the game because I've not heard it. Oh, thank you, Random. We'll definitely check that out. It probably should be in the game, but it's because of like the contract from WWE. Yeah, I think I've got some gameplay with Emma. See, this is the problem. There's literally 30 women. And I asked people on Twitter while I was actually recording it who they wanted to see. And a lot of the names were the same. So I wish I did get more time. Ah, back when Tobatelli was a little kid. I don't know because I originally couldn't find Charlotte's robe. It wasn't until after I'd made an attire with Charlotte that I found it. So I don't know. The only reason I can guess that Sasha and Alexis weren't updated is probably because they are quite similar to how it is anywhere. You're welcome. Aw, Macho's still upset. Oh, I don't think that's ever changed to Vitelli. See, I didn't realise Hell in a Cell was this weekend. I thought it was next weekend, so I'm not as excited as I probably would have been. I didn't really mess with them in the features. Like I messed around with them not backstage in Create and Superstar, but a lady never tells her age. Oh, I don't know. It's a tough one. I think whoever defeats Asuka, it needs to be... See, I would have said Nia Jax, but because of how they've booked Nia Jax, it wouldn't work. I think I'd bring someone new in. That's how I'd probably do it. Kind of like how you had Taylor Wilde and Awesome Kong. You can't remove Alexis Hood, but there's probably an alternative in there somewhere. Billy and Peyton's is alright. I think Billy Peyton. Billy Kay's looks a bit more, it kind of reminds me of Saints Row, but it still looks really good. Yeah, you can use jukebox music as entrance music. Hello. See, I know I've played a lot of SmackDown already, but it looks so good that I want to play more with it. See, the referee bugged out for me, like, when I was playing a match between Nikki Cross and Billie Kay. He didn't acknowledge Nikki Cross at all. So, like, I can't really comment too much. But then, these are things that'll be, like, patched out and things, so... Michael Jackson. Because she's bad. I'd say it's a representation of me. I'm not that slim and athletic, but... yeah, it's a heightened version of me. Actually, yeah, do you know what? People are asking who's my favourite entrance, and Naomi's is a given. But if we're going to do aside from Naomi, Charlotte and Ember. No Mercy's arena is actually a really nice one. Backlash, I use Backlash, and that is too, actually. Oh, how am I going to create? I want to create Taryn Terrell and Jessica Havoc, and I know there's going to be a lot of people who create like Liv Morgan and things like that, but I'm not huge on Liv Morgan. That's actually a good point, Alexander. I didn't think of it like that. I know Naomi's entrance is brilliant. Like, when I think that was like pretty much the first thing I did. Like, it was like I started recording the entrances, and I knew that I wanted to see Naomi's and Charlotte's, and it's so worth it. Yeah, I'm sure there's glow-in-the-dark face paint. I don't know about super heavyweight. Yeah, I want to create some people like Michelle McCool and things like that. I have like a 4-horsewoman fatal 4-way. That's as close as that'll get. Yeah, I was totally surprised by Summer Rae's entrance. Like, I'll be honest, like, when Summer Rae was coming out at first, like, I wasn't taking much notice because I thought, oh, she's going to have the same one. And then I was like, what? I dare say you probably can do 4 pay-per-views in a month. It just depends on how many weeks are in that month. Thank you, Random. I'll have a look once it's done. I don't really watch that many UK promotions. I don't really watch that much wrestling at the minute. I did used to watch PCW and things like that, but I don't these days. Doink the Clown, that would have been a brilliant one. No, I'd say the Tag Team AI was pretty good. It's not uploaded yet, but I do have it. Yeah, I do think Candice Michelle and Melina or someone should have been with Beth. The Evolution entrance is in, if I remember right. Yeah, I think the women's tag team division's coming. I think that's probably why we've seen a lot of tag teams between Bayley and Sasha. Either that or they're going to turn Sasha heel. But I think it's probably tag team related. ICW is good, but I only see it once in a blue moon. In regards to my career, it's probably as repetitive as you allow it because of the things you can do backstage. And that reminds me, one of my favourite new things is when you're doing a backstage brawl and literally, like, Randy Orton runs away like a little girl. It's so funny. I prefer heel Sasha Banks. I think face Sasha Banks doesn't work. I mean, I can get behind her, but her character's basically gone. Yeah, to pretend I really should, but I think I was a bit burnt out like with wrestling over the last few months, especially trying to like record things for the channel and things, and then there was a lot of times where there was like WrestleMania on for hours on end, and then you had NXT before it and things. I'm fine with Alicia Fox. I think she looks great, and her moves are updated, so I think GM mod's probably in the line for the next 2 years, something like that. Yeah, Carmella's Code of Silence looked the same when I saw it. Who has the worst gear? Tamina. Oh yeah, that's what I said before, Tamina. Yeah, I don't really know in regards to like their clothing tags where like they do like interact, because I did like an entrance with Dolph Ziggler and his arm went through a hood, so it could be like superstar specific, which still isn't a bad thing, but I think it'll be nice to get to a stage where things like that don't happen. I've seen bits of What Culture Wrestling and things, and it was really good actually what I did see. Especially when you've got Joe Hendry. But as far as Defiant Wrestling goes, I don't know yet because I've not seen what it's going to be like as this new product. I'm alright with the likes of having the same entrance, really. I just liked it if they'd have updated like the very first bit of it with hands where she does two, but I'm not going to lose sleep over it because they have improved loads of other things. Oh, thank you, Damien. Yeah, I think Maurice is one of the best ones on there. And I'm not saying that because of the world exclusive thing. Oh, definitely. I think this is one of the best WWE games. And like I said, I'm not saying that because I played it early. It does feel so good. And the fact that there is so much in it, whether it be like how many characters we've got and things like that, it is really good. See, I don't know because I really desperately want Natalia to have a good reign, but I dare say I will see Charlotte win and then something happen. I generally play on PS4, but I do want to play more PC. I've got an Xbox, but PS4 holds my heart. Yeah. I think Tubatelli, once you get your hands on the game and see what you want to do with it, I think then you'll realise that it is really good. It depends what you want the game for though, that is what I will say. I think once people get over like the fact that there's only like 1 or 2 hair pieces and things like that, I think they will realise that it is a really good game this year. Alexa will probably be in one of my matches later on today. As I say, she's in a few of them, so... I dare say you do need to unlock things, but when we played it for the second day, everything was unlocked, so... Yeah, sure, my Xbox tag is... And my PSN one is... So feel free to add me. I would like to play a lot more with people this year, so... No, the online mode wasn't on, so I don't know what the server's like. I think if they're going to do this whole Road to Glory thing, I think it needs to be so much better, because Road to Glory will plummet if it's like where it was last year. See, Charlotte's new entrance wasn't there for anyone else, and it actually wasn't there. Wait there, let me hold on. Charlotte's new entrance wasn't available for everyone, and her old one wasn't available for Charlotte, so I'm guessing that no one else can use the robe like Charlotte can. That's quite confusing when you think about it. So basically, Charlotte's entrance from last year can be used by everyone except for Charlotte. And Charlotte's new entrance can be used by Charlotte and no one else. Is basically what I got for it. I'd go with deluxe version unless you're a hardcore Cena fan. Yeah, I think having the close-up of Nia in her entrance is a better idea. I want to see next year. That's difficult because we've got nearly everyone. Like, I'm not bothered about Liv Morgan and Aaliyah. For me, like, I understand why they're not in the game. I'm sure next year they probably will be, but... I don't mind that Roman got 95. I can see why they've done it. Yeah, people literally lost the shit over Liv not being in. See, I can understand Aaliyah a bit more, but Liv being in, she's barely done anything. Like, I don't know anything about Liv, and I can't get behind her. See, as a wrestling fan, like, I love the thing between Stephanie and Ronda, but I think it needs to be Charlotte and Ronda. And I do love Stephanie, so... Oh god, yeah, Kairi Sane. God, my throat's going. I could definitely do it more often, just I don't know what I'd answer. Yeah, I think it'd be nice to see something with the women next year. One thing I would have liked to see was a women's Revelleution showcase, but obviously that would be expecting far too much. Yeah, I think at first I was against the whole Charlotte face thing, but I think at current it works in SmackDown. I think there's a bigger picture in store, and I think once we get past that, we'll see her again. I don't know if Michelle McCool's still fighting cancer and things. I think I'd love to see her come back. Layla, I don't think we will. I think Layla's done with being in the spotlight. It didn't have voices from what I've seen. I don't know about Christian. Although I did see, that just reminds me that Candice Michelle's back for a match. That is brilliant. It's just a shame it's not on TV, because I would have loved to have seen that. There was no new title entrances from what I saw. Oh, thank you, TL. My favourite male superstar for a long time was Dolph Ziggler, but they've not really done anything. Gail Kim would be a brilliant one. I don't know if Gail Kim's just retiring from TNA or whatever you want to call it these days. But my favourite male superstar at current, I'd probably have to say... I don't really know, actually. Probably Aleister Black. Yeah, the crowd looks brilliant. But right, I think I am going to wrap things up now, but thank you for joining me. And if you do have any more questions and you would like them answered before release, send me a tweet and use the hashtag #AskTheRevelleution, and hopefully I can get another one done. But my throat is knackered, I need a drink, and I need some sleep. But thank you for joining me, and hopefully I'll speak to you all soon. Hopefully you've enjoyed the footage so far, and I hope you all have a brilliant day. Bye.